always wanted to tell something involving fear and involving leadership. It's a very intricate look at men in our lives and the women that surround them, and how selfishness can often bleed into every aspect of your life in both leadership and within your family or your community.
I would say in positions of leadership, it's easy to run away from responsibilities and challenges. And I would say in the past, I was that kind of leader. And I think in writing Zakai, I drew inspiration from those places and moments in life.
I'm happy with the performance. It was kind of like the first time that I watched myself performing and I could actually smile. So that was nice.
As a creative, I've really challenged myself to tell a different story, an ambitious story about a character that we relate to, as well as learning to write for a male who reflects both my co and myself in the state when we were conceptualizing this film.
Okay. Funnily enough, day 5 was my favorite day, even though it was the last day and the day where we had the least amount of sleep. I feel like that was my favorite day. I think the footage that we got from that day is some of the best that I've ever captured personally, but also as a film, I think it was some of the best footage we captured. The last shot we took at our last location was fire. We just gotta make sure we nail this. Power issues, but we move. Romeo's about to drop a mixtape too.
My main inspirations come from a technical standpoint of trying to emulate film. The DP and myself had discussions, I think since last year, on shooting on Ari RAW with vintage Zeiss lenses, just to try capture or mimic a film emulation type of feel and aesthetic.
This film was aesthetically taxing. We had to really do research, really understand what we are trying to do and who we're doing this for.
Mabatu, can Kabu please get like a stab in the back kind of wound?
It is very much demanding, but I really enjoy what I do, and I'm really proud of what I have been able to achieve for the shoot.
Yeah, right there, you seem to have a cut on your shoulder.
Back shot.
It's just a scratch. Just let the scratch.
A down, I would say, is probably the fact of we're in the unknown, and often in those times you want to be selfish, as it's almost like a survival instinct, and we aren't meant to be and can't be.
Our trailer's just completely busted.
I might have torn my shoulder muscles.
We were ambitious. I think that has pros and cons. It drives us, it pushes us forward. But when we realized what we had taken on, I think it took us by surprise because of our ambition.
I think it was the circumstances and the environment that we were in. Everyone was dying, everyone was freezing. It was just not a place you would choose to be in.
Obstacles, night scenes, climax, mountains, it's cold. Yeah.
Yeah, the costume has been like hard, especially for the weather, and it's quite taxing for us, but we're pushing through.
The sound for on-set has been interesting. I mean, we're obviously going to be doing a battle scene and everything else like that, so I mean, that's going to be quite a bit of a challenge for me because I've never done anything like that before.
Quiet on set, ambient take!
Alright, thanks guys, much appreciated.
That's great. Some words of wisdom, good sir.
Don't ever shoot uphill.
What was it? Yeah.
What's your name, Kansan? I think we're all quite tired, but at the same time we're all quite motivated.
The fact that we have so many strong people brought out the strength of the others. And yeah, that was just nice to work in a crew with people who were so passionate about filmmaking and storytelling.
My main inspiration was my character from the film before that I did, which was Uniso. I just took Uniso and I imagined him being pushed to a point where he has never been pushed before and his life is ending, and that was actually how I got into character for the radar.
I feel really happy with what we've gotten today. It was very difficult, but I think that definitely has made it very relieving.
So take the lesson from it and really look into how you lead those around you. whether you are superior or subordinate. I think everybody's a leader in their own right, and I think no matter what position you're in, you should lead appropriately.
2, 3, read! Oh, you guys are gonna do like 3 times. Like, 2, 3, read! 2, 3, read! 1, 2, 3, read!
It's your girl Stacey T, one of the co-producers, you know what I'm saying? And that's a wrap on Shoots.
Wow! That was actually a cool ending.